Today we are going to see the use of the group by clause in the SQL. For that I have prepared this table. Three fields are there in this table: employee number, job. Job means you can say it is a designation, means the responsibilities in which post that person is working, and the salary. Now, what is the function of the group by? The group by clause combines all the records that have identical values. Or if I say in more simple words, group by will divide the table into the groups depending upon a particular field. What it will do? It will divide the table into groups depending upon a value of a particular field. Now, suppose on this table I want to execute a query. I will tell you the result of the query first, then I will show you the query. I want to see the number of manager, number of salesman, and number of clerk in my company. So what will be the query? Query will be like this, where I am moving the mouse. Select job, count asterisk. What the count asterisk will do? The count asterisk will count the rows which has a similar value in a particular field. Count asterisk will count the number of rows which has a similar value in a particular field from employee group by job. Now if I execute this one, what it will do? It will divide the table according to the jobs and show me the number of manager in my company, number of salesman in my company, and number of clerk in my company. So we have executed this one with the group by. What it will do? It will divide the table into the groups according to the jobs or the designation and showing me the total number of manager, total number of salesman, and total number of clerk in my company. Right now I am going to execute another query. What is that particular query? I will tell you the result of the query first and then show you the queries. The result of the query, I want to see for managers, two managers, how much total salary the company has to pay. For two salesmen, how much total salary the company has to pay. For the clerk, how much total salary the company has to pay. That is the result of the query. I want that one. Now I am going to write that particular query. Now this is the result of the query. I want to see this one. For two managers, 25,000 each, 50,000. For two salesmen, 15,000 each, 30,000. And for clerk, 16,000 is there. Now for executing this query, for this result, what is the query? Select job, comma, sum of sal from employee group by job. So what it will do? It will show me the total salary for the manager, total salary for the salesman, and total salary for the clerk.
Now we are going to discuss about the use of the having clause. I have prepared the table, and the same table EMP is going to be used over here. Now before we start using the having clause, we should understand what is the difference between the having clause and the where clause. Now having is going to be applied with the groups and with the aggregate function. What will going to be happen? Having clause is going to be applied in groups and with the aggregate function like count, sum, average, like that one. And where clause is used for the individual rows. So we have understood that where to use the where to use the having. If it is involved the group, then having clause. If it is involved with aggregate function like count, sum, average, then we are going to use the having clause. Now I am going to execute two queries. One is that will display me the total salary of the manager. Total salary of the manager. It will show the designation of the job manager and how much salary for all the managers. And another one, it will show me the designation or the job or the criteria where I have less than 2 employees over there. And now I am going to execute the things. The first query I have executed. Select sum sal from EMP, group by job, having job is equal to manager. Here it is applied on the group, not in the individual rows. Okay, now it will show me the sum of the salaries of the manager. So here we are using the having clause for the group. If it is where it will placed on the individual rows, but here the having clause has placed on the group. Manager is a group. With the manager I can form a group over there. Now we are going to see the second use of the count having clause with the aggregate function. This is the thing. I told you that when it will be used in the groups, we have done it, and used with the aggregate function. Here what I want, I will see the designation or the category where only one employee is there. So what I have done, or less than 2 employees are there. Select job, count asterisk from employee, group by job, having count less than 2. Means where the count of employees is less than 2, that category is going to be shown over here. Now thank you very much.